Has anyone ever lost a tooth?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Hello, guys and girls. Thank you for tuning into Dunn and Drew's interview with Russ McKamey. McKamey Manor, if you don't know, is revered as the most extreme haunt experience in America. Some call it a haunted house, others call it a torture house. In fact, there's an online petition just about every year that calls for McKamey Manor to be shut down. This year's petition has over 160,000 signatures. So me and my podcast partner, Eric Dunn, we asked Russ about the criticism of his haunted house and the petition. Like, we asked him how many signatures it'll take for him to shut down. And we also asked Russ what's different about the manor in 2020. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy.
I'll do this right from the car, but we're okay.
Okay, do you want to start now, or do you want to wait till you stop?
You can start now.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you for making the time. I know you're, as we see right now, you're a super busy guy. Happy Halloween month.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So Russ, you are pretty much a legend in the haunt world. But for our audience, so we got a heavy sports audience here.
Okay.
For them that are listening and may not have heard of you or the manor, can you explain what McKamey Manor is?
McKamey Manor is a survival horror boot camp type experience that you go through, and it's all personalized, and it's like a haunted house, but more extreme. And it's just fun. It's just something fun to do. So if you're a sports enthusiast, this is right up your alley, man. We have a lot of really cool things that you'd like to do here under the manor's name. So yeah, it's good stuff.
What's been different with the COVID world? Are you still operating?
Oh yeah, still operating. There's not really any difference for me because it's a single one-man show. It's just me. I don't have actors, so I don't need to worry about them. And the guest wears a mask a lot when you're here. You wear a hood, and so it may not be the mask that they want to wear, but they're going to wear one of my masks.
I was wondering if you were like implementing coronavirus in the scare tactics, like coughing on them or something.
No, I don't do that. I'm not that mean. I mean, I'm mean and everything, but not that mean.
Wait. You said it's personalized. So do you personalize it to the person that's coming to visit?
Oh, yeah. We find out what their fears and phobias are all about.
Oh, geez.
We work the show around that. We talk to family and friends and talk to them for forever. You just don't walk in. You have to be selected and go through a big screening process. And so before you ever actually get here, we know all kinds of fun things about you, and we'll build a tour around that stuff.
So if Dunn was my podcast host, if Dunn was joining your show and you interviewed me, getting to know about him, I would probably tell you he's afraid of water.
Oh, perfect.
That's perfect. What you mean perfect?
That's perfect.
How deep we talking? You gonna throw me in a pool at 12 feet?
I'd throw you in a 200-yard underwater swim where you have to swim with a live caiman. A caiman is a small alligator. And
I'm dying.
Well, I didn't say he was afraid of alligators.
He's going to snip and bite you. So, and there's water moccasins inside. And
all right, well, you got me there.
Yeah,
you had me at water. You just stopped at water.
You didn't have to say moccasin.
There you go.
Or caiman.
There you go. Caimans are fun. His name's Ralphie. Ralphie's cute.
He's cute.
Ralphie's caiman.
He's probably not cute when it's dark out and you're underwater.
No, when it's dark and murky and muddy, no, he's not so cute then.
Yeah, it would just be water and heights for me. I think that's the only thing I'm really afraid of.
Got a lot of height stunts. There's one stunt where you're about 160 feet up in the air, and you're on a platform, kind of playing Mario Kart or Mario Brothers, and you got a platform jump, but you're 160 feet up in the air, and there's no harness on you, and that's a long drop if you fall. So you got to jump from platform to platform, and sometimes you're jumping and you're blindfolded, You have to make the leap of faith, and you're doing that with no vision whatsoever. So it's pretty scary.
So I assume in these waivers, you still have people sign waivers, I assume.
Oh yeah.
And in the waiver, does someone have to say, yes, I understand if I don't make that jump, then you're not held liable?
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
Oh, wow.
What do you still okay, so you obviously have haters. You told me about that last time we talked. Do you
Right.
like pride yourself in that? Like, how do you view the people that want you shut down?
I call them LICs. LIC stands for low information crowd. And I'm having a cupcake here on screen.
That's perfect. Is
Go
it your
ahead.
birthday?
No, but it's a Halloween cupcake though. So
perfect.
It works.
It works. So the LICs are just part of the game. They're just part of the deal. They're never going to go away. Haters are going to hate. I mean, that's all there is to it. So it's like no big deal. Just kind of roll with it and keep on going. Forge on through.
I hear dogs. Are they used in any of the haunts?
Hello, dogs.
It's kind of scaring me now.
Sound friendly.
No, I actually keep them quiet during the show.
Oh, okay.
But that's a good idea though, to use the dogs in the haunt. But they just be getting licked and everything. They're not too. They're not very mean. So they're pretty friendly. They're friendly little guys. So I don't know how scary that would be. Just getting licked to death.
Are these tours timed, or you just finish when you finish?
Kind of both.
And does anyone finish?
No.
I know you change up the haunts every year.
Yeah, right now we're doing a haunt called Descent. It's a 6-hour haunt, but if you last longer than 6 hours, which you're not going to last longer than 6 hours, buddy. It ain't gonna happen. It's not going to happen.
I was thinking like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
A normal haunted house is like 5 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah, Halloween Horror Nights, you're in and out.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you got what it takes, we'll stay here all day long because it's fun for me too. So if you're really doing well and you can last longer than your prescribed time, that's cool. We'll keep on going.
Is there still a prize if you keep on going, then you don't actually get to the finish line? So is there no more prize for getting to the end?
No more prize. Just bragging rights now.
Gotcha. Saying like, oh yeah, I outlasted the original tour time.
Yeah. But the money thing, I took the money off the table because I was getting so many knuckleheads trying to come through. Because you can imagine, if you're offering $20,000, which is what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
Then you're going to get people coming through for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
People come through not because they want to experience the manor and just have a good time. They're going there because this is my last ditch effort. Yeah. This is how way for me to get out of debt. Just for me to wait to do whatever. And the manor is always going to win. No one's ever going to win that money. Nobody. Because the show was 10 hours. In 10 hours of doing this craziness, there's no way.
Cross state too, right?
Oh yeah, cross state. Yeah, going to Alabama, all kinds of fun stuff.
Because you're in Somerville, Tennessee, right?
Summertown,
Tennessee, and then you would take them like to Alabama or something.
Yeah, and we take them all over the place. We take them not just in Summertown; they have to go all over because the haunt's big in scale, big in scope. So we have to
take them to South Side Chicago. That's scary.
That'd be scary. That'd be really scary.
So every Halloween, I'm sure, I don't know, are you big on like surfing the internet and looking to see if your name pops up every Halloween? Because I know every October, like I see the McKamey Manor pop up. Is like when you see like the negative press, is it a situation where you revel in any press as good press, even if it's bad?
I guess any press is good press, but I don't look for it though. So
yeah.
I mean, we're so well known now that it doesn't matter what time of the year we start looking at things, or, the McKamey Manor pops up constantly, whether it be Christmas time or Valentine's Day, whatever. It doesn't matter. So Halloween really isn't that much crazier than any other day of the month.
Go ahead, Eric. Were you gonna say
I was gonna say if it was only a Halloween thing, but you answered my question. This is all year round.
Yeah, it's all year round, and people make their plans all year round and plan their vacations around this thing. It's crazy.
Wow.
And flying from all around the world.
You got like an Airbnb they can stay at on your property?
Yeah, I was gonna say where they staying.
That's a good idea, right? No,
that's an ultimate experience.
They stay at a little place in town in Lawrenceburg. There's some hotels there, and they stay there. And then
we start the night before.
Yeah, the night before. Yeah, and then we start the show about 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and then we go until whenever they can go to. If it's late at night, but it normally isn't though. I mean,
yeah.
Trust me. Normally it's.
I've seen the videos.
Trust me. Yeah. I trust you.
They don't last very long. I wish they did, but that's just the way it goes. That's the name of the game. But I've tried to make things easier.
Yeah, I think I saw in a recent live stream or something you did that you switched up the tour or the haunt a little bit to make people actually they're able to finish it if they're able to finish it.
They're able to get through. So now it's an experience more than now they're taking the money off the table. I'm not trying to win. Mm-hmm. So I just want to give them a fun show. Mm-hmm. And it was called Abyss, which was a 3-hour experience, and then we bumped it up to Descent, which is a 6-hour show. But both of those are things that you will complete. There's no reason why you cannot finish either Abyss or Descent. They're just fun. It's just fun stuff. It's not like the harder versions that I've done in the past. So
do you still record them on your or no, because you don't have the amount of people?
No, I still record them though. I do a lot of live feeds now. I find myself getting lazy. Instead of like recording everything on cameras, which I used to do, now I'm recording everything on live feeds for the live group. So if you're inside the group, the closed group on Facebook, the one with 24,000 members in it, then you can watch the live shows, at least some stuff.
How do we find that? What's the name of it?
Yeah, what's the name of that?
It's just called McKamey Manor Official. And then you have to find the group that's got 24,000 members in it. And then you need to answer all the questions. And I think there's like 600 people pending right now, just trying to get in.
Wow.
So
exclusive.
It's very exclusive. We don't let most people in. We're very picky on their answers. So if they answer funky, or if their Facebook page looks crazy, we check them out and make sure they're legit.
If they have a recent Facebook post saying, I signed a petition saying shut down McKamey Manor.
I doubt they're going to get in.
Hey, how many?
The LICs.
The LICs, they try.
So there's like 100. Go ahead.
I was going to say, but that's where you want to be. That's where all the fun is at. We do movie nights. We do horror-themed trivia at nighttime. We run the shows on the weekends. So that's the only place to see all that stuff. Otherwise, you're not going to see it. That's it.
I think because every year I think there's a petition that comes down. I think this year's has like 160,000 that have signed to get your place shut down. How many signatures do they need before you'll agree?
That's a good one. Oh, I need more than that though. Come on, make it worth a while. Like a million or something, right? It's so funny.
He said, if 1 million people want me shut down, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm just done. My feelings are now hurt. I'm done. So,
can you talk just briefly, like I know you mentioned it to me last year. You talked about how you don't curse. I think you don't smoke. I can't remember, but can you talk about real quick, like your upbringing and what brought you to today and what you're doing? Like, how'd you get interested in this?
Just by going to haunted houses and trick-or-treating with my dad when I was a little guy, when I was like 3 or 4 years old, trick-or-treating. There'd be houses out there that did something above and beyond. They'd have some props set up, or they've had cardboard boxes. I remember this specifically. Cardboard boxes set up on their yard, and I was crawling through them like there were tunnels and stuff, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. These dumb cardboard boxes, and from that I got hooked on it. I thought, well, this is pretty cool stuff. So then I started making my own haunted houses and props and sets and designing, so just kind of a natural progression.
Prop snakes, real snakes,
Yeah, prop snakes, real snakes, prop bugs to real bugs, yeah, all that stuff. And it's just a big play, it's all make believe, and it's acting, and what better time of the year can you put a big show on than Halloween? Because you can build these so-called plays with some really unusual factors involved, and you can't do that during the the regular season. I mean, I can because it's running all the time.
It's just so popular,
yeah. But I'm just saying, it's just fun. It's just something fun to do. It's all smoke and mirrors, kind of.
Kind of. I love to hear that it came from your childhood interests. I love to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I wanted to be an actor as a kid growing up. I wanted to be a stunt man. I took a lot of acting classes. I was in a few movies as an extra. I belonged to this agency, this casting agency. So I'd work in LA and majored in theater arts in college. Just all that kind of hokey stuff that I was doing. It's all good.
So I got some claims here, and I'd like you to debunk them or just react to them. It's okay. We can go real quick. I found these on like Twitter, YouTube, etc. There's a waiting list at the McKamey Manor of 24,000 people.
So there's 24,000 people in the closed group. Those people they all want to take the tour or be part of the manor in some way. Most of them, right? I get roughly 150 to 200 requests per day from my YouTube. I mean, from my www.McKameyManor.com, deal from my website.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a ton of requests every day. So I don't know what the actual number is. It's in the thousands. So it's hard saying, but it's more than I need. So it's nice to have backup,
All right, here's another claim. It's a torture house, not a haunted house.
I love that. It's a torture house. So like I always tell people, you got to use common sense. And common sense means, torture's not allowed. I don't care if you sign a waiver or not. You're not allowed to torture people. That's illegal. So with all the eyes watching us and all the people trying to shut us down, including the state of Tennessee and every law enforcement branch you can think of,
Jeez.
If we were torturing somebody, I'd be in jail right now.
Yeah, you probably would.
Or I would be, or the thing would be shut down. So clearly, that's not really happening. There's a lot
the reviews aren't adding up.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and we can make people believe things. When you're inside, it's very real and feels very scary. And I do use hypnosis on people. And when someone's hypnotized, I can make them believe whatever I want in a very safe way.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
You can learn that on the internet. You can learn.
Oh, sure.
Look it up.
Put me to sleep.
Yeah,
I do put him to sleep. Yeah.
See, you already got that skill. That's good.
Here's someone said I would pay a lot of money to have Russ do his own haunted house.
I bet they would. So I've done everything that we have, everything I've created. I've put myself through it because I have to test it to make sure that everything works out okay. So have I gone through it like a contestant? Like, it's hard to do since I'm the one running the show. That wouldn't really work. But have I tried everything and experimented with it all and make sure that's safe and make sure that it's scary but also safe? Absolutely. Have to. Otherwise, safety is always paramount. Safety comes first. So we got to make sure everybody is safe and sound when they're here.
Has anyone ever lost a tooth?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was going to say there is a section in there that says your tooth may be pulled.
Oh God.
And that is true. Now, the thing is I don't pull the tooth. The member will. The contestant will do that. So if they get to that point and we're at that particular stunt and it's now time for a tooth to be taken out, they take their own tooth out. My hands are clean. I'm not doing any of that. And they do.
I'm
and
cringing.
I know, me too. It makes me cringe too. And, also though, keep in mind that after you do the contract, you get 2 off-limit items. You get 2 things that you can put down
Ooh.
contract that we cannot do. So most people choose no fingernail pulling and no teeth pulling.
Oh, are there like options like A, B, C, D? Like you can circle one that you don't want?
Yeah, you can circle, you can circle one. I mean, you can circle anything you want. If you don't want bugs, if you don't want your hair.
Okay. So you tell them options, what may be happening, and if they don't want one, oh my goodness.
Because in the contract, you see, I mean, they know exactly what they're getting into.
Okay.
When they go over this 2 to 3 hour contract, we read it line by line. So everything that's going to happen is in the contract, and they know what's there. There's nothing hidden. They know what the tricks are. They know how to maneuver where they're going to be at. They know how to get out of a situation. I tell them everything they need to know, and it's up to them to remember everything when they need to remember it. But that's easier said than done. When you're stressed out, it's hard to remember all the things I taught you throughout the day. So when they end up picking their 2 items, they have a list. They know, we've gone over everything. So they can choose heights or getting buried alive or water or.
Oh my goodness.
Eric, imagine like circling, you don't want water, you don't want heights, but still like having fingernails on the table.
Yeah.
Your tooth being pulled on the table.
I see where the torture criticism comes in. What they know beforehand. So
they know well beforehand. And again, I'm not laying a hand on them. I don't touch them. I don't touch them during the show at all. So no one's roughing you up. Nobody's shoving you around. It's just your mind against my mind. It's a very mental game. So the whole idea is not to let me get inside your head. As long as I don't get inside your head, you'll be okay. But once I'm in your noggin, then it's pretty much game over for you. But
I'd still get buried alive.
Yeah, you'll still get buried alive. But that's kind of fun. That's all right. That's all right.
Any like stories that you remember, like, or a moment that surprised you from one of your contestants? A surprising moment that took you off guard?
Not really, because it always ends up the same way. It always ends up as, my name is, I came all the way from
Texas. The Manor. Ate my lunch and took my milk money. I'm not Texas stuff. I quit. You really don't want to do this. It always ends up the same. So there's not really any big surprises because we know what their fear is. We know what their phobia is. So we're gonna hit them hard on those things. And so we pretty much got it set to know when they're gonna crack. So there's not really too many surprises.
So Russ, last year you told me that around Halloween you like to go on your own haunted house tours. Which ones, or do they affect you? And number 2, have you ever heard of Halloween? I'm sure you have, Halloween Horror Nights, but have you ever been in Orlando? Because me and Eric live here in Florida, so we see those commercials all fall long.
Right. Well, you have a big Halloween haunted house guy. So the last several weeks I've been going out to all the haunts that I could find. So every Friday and Saturday I go hit 2 haunts each. So I've been to a lot. But with the virus out there, it's made things really different. They've had to cut down on their actors. So the experience at the haunted houses have been kind of disappointing this year because there's just no actors available. I mean, they had a few, but they're all working on skeleton crews. So you're losing all that scare factor there. Halloween Horror Nights, I love it. I've never been to Florida. I've been to Universal Studios in Hollywood a ton of times. when I lived out there in San Diego. But yeah, I love going to haunts, and I try to get them to affect me. So I try to go the scariest ones there are.
You just walk through stone face?
No, I try to get into it. You know, I want to give them. I'm being licked by a dog right here. My hands, the light getting all kind of funky. Apologize
too. They do the same thing.
They're very, very excited I'm home. So I try to get into it, and I do the best I can. But it's difficult though when there's just no actors this year. You know?
There also have some. They got some drive-through haunts now. Some places are advertising. Have you done one of those or no?
I haven't been through a drive-through haunt.
Yeah, that wouldn't affect you at all.
I don't think so. I don't think that. But I'm a big fan of all haunted houses. I'm a big fan of home haunts and the big stuff. You know the Universal Studios stuff. I mean, and everything in between. I love haunts. Period. So if there's one out there, I'll go to it if I can. That's for sure.
Scariest horror film?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was a little kid. When I was I wasn't a little kid, but I was like a sophomore in high school when that came out. You know, it freaked me out. It felt real to me. It felt like I was watching a documentary.
Yeah, and that's a good one.
Yeah, and so that was the first time I ever saw anything that raw looking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that scared me.
I feel like your haunts are in the Saw category. Obviously not to the extent, but you a big Saw fan?
Yeah, I like Saw movies. Yeah, I like them. I like the puzzle aspects of them and everything, you know? And for sure. Especially the first one. I like the first one a lot.
First one was like brilliant too.
It was brilliant.
It was like a smart horror movie.
It was very smart. And so I like that a lot. Yeah, there's not much I don't like. You know, I'm not huge on massive blood and guts. I'm more of a suspense guy. I'm more of like Alfred Hitchcock, that kind of thing. I like movies from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and so
Birds,
I like
Rear Window,
Frankenstein,
Vertigo,
Psycho. You know, all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Psycho was the first movie that had a toilet in it. I heard
toilet.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
That's some trivia.
Yeah,
that is correct. He is correct. You would do well at my trivia at night. We do horror movie trivia at night.
What's the punishment for getting it wrong?
Nothing. But just you make you pull a tooth out. Otherwise, you're good to go.
Oh God.
That's all. Get those pliers.
I have to ask: have you had a lot of black people come to your tours? Because I wouldn't come. I know we're scared a lot. Easily too.
They're always the first to make the right decision in horror movies.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We've had some, not as many, you know. So
I'll be number 3 if you need me to.
No, you won't. Number 3.
You got a deal, man.
It would be good content. It would be good content, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good time. You guys would both have a good time. You should go in together as a team.
We should. But would we be able to? We wouldn't be able to. Well, I guess you would vlog it for us.
Yeah.
For the live stream.
Absolutely, I would. You guys would do well. Go in as a team, see who comes out the best, see who throws who under the bus first.
What are your fears, Drew?
Lizards, snakes, alligators. So pretty much reptiles.
So reptiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he would capitalize on that one.
No, just a little bit, maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
I got 2 masks here. Which one is a rate of 1 to 10? Or just tell me which one should I?
Dumbledore.
Which one am I doing for Halloween this year, Russ?
I have to say Michael Myers.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
I don't even know who this is.
It's Dumbledore.
Now, do you know about that Michael Myers mask? Do you know?
I actually do. William Shatner, right?
William Shatner. Isn't that crazy?
There's another trivia win.
Another trivia win. You guys would be great at trivia and man. I tell you what, love it.
All right, Russ. I can't thank you enough for making the time, even when you were driving. That was awesome.
Cool.
Thank you so much. You cool if we put this on our podcast YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course.
And I'll probably use the content also, if that's okay, to do another article for my news station.
You got it. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you
One
so
last
much.
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Are you a Titans fan?
I'm a football fan in general, so not just Titans. So no, not just Titans. I like. He's leaving now.
We're actually Jags fans, so Titans are like enemy number one. So.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of football in general.
So are we.
Yeah,
what
same.
team, you know what I mean? So yeah. Cool deal.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Yep. Have a great evening and have a great Halloween.
Happy
All right,
Halloween.
you guys take care.
All right.
We'll see you.
See ya.
Bye.
Our sister station Fox 17 News reported on a story last year where there was a report of a woman being kidnapped. Police arrived and found a woman shivering, beaten, and duct taped in a cellar, but she signed up for it. Kim.